Hey guys, it's Drea. I have another Shop My Stash for you. I feel like now that I'm doing more videos more often, I'm using my makeup more, and so I can kind of do these Shop My Stashes like more often. If I just said more often so many times. Okay, but yeah, it hasn't been that long since my last one. I'm already doing another one. So let's start with eyeliner this time. I often forget that. Actually, this is eyeliner and lip liner. This one is Bare to Comment from Wet n Wild. I wore that a few times. That can come out. I did not wear this MAC one yet in Soar. I don't use lip liner as much as I used to. I did not use this Desperation from Urban Decay, but I'm going to keep it in. And same with the white liquid liner from Sephora. I actually pulled this in because I was having an issue with my Lancome liner where it keeps breaking every time I sharpen it. So I have to bring that into the store. So I had already pulled in this Buxom one, which I'm going to use until I replace that one. And I can take out this red from Essence. And I can take out, I didn't use this green Sephora one. I was using a lot of liquid liners, you'll see when I get to that. And then I can also take out Bed Rose, but all the rest of them are going to stay because I didn't get to quite all of them this time. Alright, for foundation, I used the Wet n Wild a ton. The Hourglass is Makeup Use Up, and I actually haven't used that at all. I really need to use that up this month because it's starting to go bad, I think. Also, Smashbox, I use a ton. I think I'm going to take it out though and bring in some other stuff because I feel like if I really need it, I'll pull it back in. It is my go-to for work usually, but I have been wearing other ones to work, so I think it's kind of like my security blanket, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take that out. Also the Revlon, I did an all-day wear test video on this, which I'll link to. That's why I pulled it in, because I wanted to do that. I still haven't done my all-day wear test yet on the Lancome Skin Feels Good, which the only reason is I know it's probably not going to last me through a full work day, and so I need a day off where I can wear it all day. So I've used it a ton, but only like for filming and stuff. So anyway, that can stay in. So really I just have, oh yeah, and then I also have my Lancome Tint Idol right there, which is also Makeup Use Up. So I have 3 foundations I'm keeping in. Still didn't manage to quite get to all of my lipsticks this time around. Yeah, this is all the stuff that I haven't worn yet. But down here, this drawer here is everything that I did get a chance to wear at least one time. And I think I'm gonna put everything back this time. Normally I hold on to a few things, like I still want to keep Fuel in here, for example, but I did wear all of these at least once, and so I'll just put them back so that I can force myself to get use out of that other stuff. And then I have this drawer here. I didn't use this. I did use that one. I did use Wired from Urban Decay. And I didn't use this a second time yet, but I don't really see myself using it in the next couple weeks, so I'll put that one back. I did use it the first time it was in here. And then the rest of these, I'll still keep in the, what's it called again? Terrific Coral, because I still want to just maybe use that a couple more times. I didn't use the Huda Beauty Bougie one yet, and there's 2 liquid lipsticks. I really just need to wear these in videos because I don't normally wear liquid lipsticks in reds like to work, so I just need to remember for a video to wear those. Here's my blush and highlight drawer. I think you can see most of it, hopefully. I really used almost everything in here. I'm gonna put back Jouer Topaz. That's been in here a couple times. I actually used the Lancome Coral Elise like 3 times, and if you remember, I hadn't used it the last 2 cycles it was in here, so I'm glad I finally did that. It actually was really pretty. I use this Milani one a bunch. I use MAC Soft and Gentle a bunch. Really enjoyed that. And this can go back now, the NYX Ombre Blush in Soft Flush. Again, similar to like the coral lipstick I put back. I feel like this is now the end of the time that I'm going to be wearing that. I didn't really use this. I used this the first time around it was in here a couple times, but I didn't use it this time. So I want to keep this in. I did use both these blushes, one from Tarte, one from Too Faced. I used Frat Boy from The Balm. I did not use Quickie from Urban Decay. This is so bright and crazy pigmented that like you you can easily go overboard with it. So I just never found a chance to wear that yet, so I'll keep that one in. But I wore Score a couple times, and I also wore this Wet n Wild highlighter a couple times. This is not a dupe for the Dior one. It might be in color, but in formula it's not. It doesn't sit on the skin as beautifully as the Dior one does. And also I feel like I have to grind my brush into this to get it to pick up product. So I'm not as impressed with it as I thought I would be, but I did use it a bunch. So I'm just gonna put that back for a little while. Brows all stay the same. Over here I have a bunch of highlighting palettes. The Clara palette, which I said last time, it's actually an eyeshadow palette. It's called the London palette. I only use this for the highlighter in here, and I did use it once. But I'm kind of, yeah, I'm going to put it back. I'll bring it in again another time. It's so bulky just for that one highlighter. I'm going to keep in the Lancome Glow For It palette. I did use this a couple times, but I want to use it a couple more. So I'm going to keep that in. This is now my makeup use up. And I did, oh my God, I almost dropped that. Jeez, okay. And I'm also going to put back the Smashbox Casey Holmes palette. I love this, but I did use it a few times. So I feel like that I got a lot of use out of this stuff in just like, I've only had these drawers this way for 2 weeks, so I've been using a ton of makeup. All right, we're gonna start on this side this time. I'm actually gonna switch out the Hard Candy color corrector. It's been in here a lot, and I wanna just get some use out of another one. This Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, I don't love this as much as I used to. I don't know. It sits like really yellow on my skin. It's kind of weird. But I have been loving this CoverGirl Outlast one. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, but it's such a beautiful texture under the eyes, and it's so hydrating. I've been using this a lot for a little bit more of a more natural look. I want to keep that in because I'm just obsessed with it right now. Painterly is makeup use up. I have this Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. I did use this to set my under eye concealer and to set my face a couple times. And it's just okay. I could see myself using this up at one, you know, in the future, but not right now. This is makeup use up. I don't want to put it in there because it always gets stuck. This is now makeup use up as well. Okay, I brought in the Coty Airspun last time because if you remember, I had brought in the NARS Translucent Crystal, and I realized, oh, the problem with that. The problem with that one is when I use it to bake under my eyes, highlighter will not sit on top of it. So if I bring it too far down and like it goes on my cheeks, the highlighter like cuts off at a certain point and will not stick to anything where that touches, and it's so weird. It's such a weird effect. So I put it back, and I literally just yesterday brought this in. All right, I think that's a better angle. This L'Oreal Infallible Matte, I didn't really use this that much. I'm gonna keep that in. And I'm going to keep in the Peter Thomas Roth liquid highlighter. Then I have makeup use up, this Mineral Veil from Hourglass. Just kind of want to keep using up. The Professional, I'll put this back for a little bit, even though it's tiny. Okay, for bronzer, over here, this is just my Shade and Light Contour Palette, which is a use up item. This MAC Sunbask I'm gonna put back now. The Annabelle bronzers, I'll talk about these in my like favorites video. I really like them, but bronzer, I said it before, is not my forte. And I don't know if it's me, but I feel like I can't blend bronzer to save my life lately. So I don't know if it's the product. The colors are really nice. Like I like how it looks sometimes, and then some days I'm like, I'm crazy, I just don't know how to do this. So I'm gonna put these back and grab for something else. The Tarte Pro Glow palette, I did use this a bunch. I mainly, though, just used the cream and the contour, like the two contours down here. I really didn't use the highlighters at all, but that's okay because I really pulled it in, oops, just for the contour. So I'm gonna put this back. Here's all my eyeshadows. So we're gonna see a lot of difference in here. I'm really ready to change this up a lot. I know you guys, the lighting might get weird right now because I'm kind of blocking it. It's a weird angle. But this is gonna go back finally. I have loved this all summer. I have used it in so many videos, but I think it's time now for this to just be put away for a while. I'm not saying I'm gonna put it away till next summer, but just for a while at least. This is now my makeup use up palette, so that's gonna stay in. The only thing that I'm really still feeling like keeping in is this, at least for one more, because I actually didn't use this that much this time around. So I'm gonna keep that one in. The Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette can come out. I use that a bunch. Mischief Minx from MAC. I used it a couple times. I talked about this in my throwback favorites video, how it's really only good for like a very natural look because these are not pigmented at all. And sometimes I like that, but not very often, so I'm gonna put that away. Then the Sephora Pro Editorial palette, I actually did use this quite a few times, and I feel like this is one of those things where if I'm really feeling like a colorful look, I can grab for it if I want, but I'm not really gonna keep it in here just because I never ever use it for work. I use it for videos a lot, but never for work, so until that situation changes, I'm just gonna put it away. So, and then I have the Lila palette from Natasha Denona, which I love it, but it's like, it's not easy to use in the sense that it's not easy to think of looks with this because there's no real good transition shades, there's no real brow shade, like brow bone shades, and there's really only like the two purples, and there's no matte purples, which I also am a little annoyed. More that I think about this palette, I wish there was a better transition shade, and I wish there was a matte purple instead of just being all metallic purples. Anyways, long story short, that's gonna come out. And then almost everything in here is gonna come out because I used almost all of it. The only things that I didn't really use were two of the Stilas. I didn't use Sunset Cove, or this one. I'm only going to keep one of these in though. They're both purples, so I'll put this one away. I'll keep this one in. I want to bring in other glitters that are not purple. I had 3 purples all at once, which I don't know what I was thinking. I did use this Smashbox Trio. I did use this Dose of Colors Duo. I did use my Tarte Rose Gold, and I used my Victoria Beckham, and I used all 3 of these colorful liners. Aren't you proud of me? So really, I only didn't use 2 of the Stilas, and I'm only going to keep 1 of those in. So, look at this, guys. Normally, like, I'm always keeping all the eyeshadow in, and this time around we're really gonna be able to have fun pulling eyeshadow. And I think that is it for these drawers, and now it's time to shop my stash. I actually worked out yesterday, and now I'm getting down on the floor, and my thighs and butt are really feeling it. TMI? I don't know. Anyways, there's a couple Becca highlighters that I haven't touched in a long time, so let's see what we have. I know not Champagne Pop. I touched that quite a bit. Okay, this one. This is Moonstone. Yeah, I haven't used Moonstone in so long. It's very light. It's maybe a bit too light for my complexion, but I'm gonna give it a shot this time around. Here's another one I haven't used in a long time. The Sephora Golden Hour highlighter in Dusk, which I remember when these came out and I swatched it, like I just thought they were so gorgeous. Well, but they get hard pan. Like, can you see that in there? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'll try that out this time around. Let's bring in a Dior one. Let's do 001 this time though, because you guys are sick of hearing about 002 all the time, but this is just as beautiful. A little bit more subtle. What's back here? No, not you. Move you back here actually. Here are 2 things that I haven't used in forever. I have this e.l.f. highlighter in Pinktastic, which really is quite wonderful. Oh yes, that is really, really pretty. And then I also have my Laura Mercier Matte 01 highlight, which is very subtle, but you can tell, right? Like there's a lot of pan on this, and I'd like to use this up eventually. So we'll get to working on that a little bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think I kept 1. Yeah, I feel like I need like a golden one though. I'm gonna bring this in, the MAC one from Holiday. It's Whisper of Guilt. It's when they re-released Whisper of Guilt, and it's really beautiful. It's just something a little bit more golden. Here's my foundation drawer. So I have 2 makeup use up, although one of them I never wear to work. And then, actually 2 of them I won't be wearing to work. Oh, okay. That might change things a little bit. And let's see. I will bring this in, this Dior Forever, because that one's good for work. And I can also mix this with the ones that are more hydrating. So that's cool. And then also, same with this. Actually, this would be a good one for work too. Stay Matte from Clinique. This is excellent. And something I haven't used in a while, I haven't used Pro Glow in a long time, but also haven't used this one, the CoverGirl Vitalist Elixir, and I really like this. And now, I don't know if the weather's going to cool down or not in the next couple weeks, because like I can't really wear this on its own, but I can for filming and stuff, so I'll bring that in. That'll be good for 3 foundations for now. Like I said, we can play a little bit more in eyeshadow this time around, so I'm excited. One that I actually was going to grab for yesterday, because I was thinking about it, was this one, Rose Gold Retro from Stila. This is actually really beautiful, just all over the lid, all by itself. Like, look at that. Oh, so pretty. So I actually was thinking about wearing that in a video, so I'm going to do that. Also, one that I really haven't experimented with much is this one. This is called Freedom. It's obviously blue. This is one of the satin ones, and I'm not sure how I feel about this formula. It's not to me as nice as the glitter, but I feel like I haven't really given them too much of a shot, the ones that I bought. So I'm going to pull that one in too, and while I'm at it, I have 2 other ones. They're kind of similar. Oh, this one is so pretty. This is like a purple lilac-y one called Bohème. Yeah, let's bring that one in. Okay. That's good. And something else that I was really thinking about was this. This is from Lise Wachee. I love this eyeshadow. It's called Ver Enchant, and it's like this beautiful, it's so hard to get into, this beautiful golden green. It's kind of like got this bouncy texture, but it's so pretty. Like, look at that. It's like this green, taupey, glittery goodness. I think it's so gorgeous. I love to put it on top of like a green base too. I just realized that one of my blushes is in this drawer. I have no idea why. Nope, that's not a blush. Okay, that's eyeshadow. That's more for fall. Yeah. I thought that was my blush. Okay, what else is calling to me? Oh, you know what? Okay, I want to do a lot of like my mini palettes because I haven't been. This one here, the Eye Luxe from LA Girl, is so nice. This one is in Fantasize, and they're just like purples, and the mattes in here are so pretty. I really love this palette. I have pulled this in recently, but I want to do it again. This is Champagne from, is it Champagne? It's number 8, which I'm pretty sure is Champagne, from Giorgio Armani. I did use this when I pulled it in, but only once. So I want to bring that in again and hopefully use it a couple more times. Okay, as for these little palettes over here, the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions, I feel like I have not really used this a lot, and I want to give it like more of a chance. Also, for something more colorful for the end of summer, the Sugar Pop palette, I only used this once so far this year. That will be nice. And then also from Milani, I feel like I always talk about how great these palettes are, but I don't really remember or think of or want to reach for them because they're so neutral. But this Everyday Eyes palette in Bare Necessities is really nice. So we'll do all those 3, and then maybe I'll do a couple of the other ones next time. All right, this is concealer, primer, and eyeliner. So for primer, I kept a bunch, I know, but I need like a pore filling one. So I'm going to bring in the Becca one, the Velvet Blurring Primer. This is really good, and I want to continue using it up. As for the rest of the primer, that's fine. I don't need anything else. For concealer, so I want to bring in the Erase Paste. Do I want to do the Erase Paste or the Boing? This is the new version of Erase Paste. I'm going to do the new version just because I feel like the texture on this is a little bit better because this one is so much older. I have to decide if I want to get to using this up, which actually I don't think you ever could. Like, you need so little. I've had this for like 3 years and there's nowhere near even touching pan on it. Anyways, I like the texture of this one a little bit better, so I'm going to bring that in. And then I really want to use the Lancome Fastness Concealer. And why don't we also do Tarte Shape Tape, because it's been a long time since I've used this and it's just good to get some use out of everything. And then I have some more glitters in here and then some just regular eyeliner. I've actually used all of my glitters now and all of my like colorful eyeliners pretty much in the last couple Shop My Stashes. So maybe I want to just bring this one back in from Tarte, only because it's just like that gold is so good for like a glitter cut crease or under the eyes. Like it's really great. And maybe I should try, no, you know what? That's going to be it, because I'm thinking about all the eyeliners that I left that I kept saying, oh, I didn't use this, I didn't use it. And they were all kind of more out there, colorful ones. So I need to remember to use those up, but I will bring in that glitter. So I probably want to pull in at least 5. Oh, I did keep Quickie, but I'm probably only going to use that once. So let's see. Let's do the Mariah Carey one. This is like a peachy, but it is pretty pigmented. It's called Sweet Sweet Fantasy. So let's bring that one in. Also, these ones from MAC, I just talked about it in my favorites from MAC, the Extra Dimension blushes. I have 2. I haven't really used them all summer, so I'm going to use this one. This one is Cheeky Bits, which is like a nice bright coral, very shimmery. I don't know why I didn't use that at all this summer. I always talk about corals and how much I love them in the summer, so bad on me for forgetting about that one. But I'll use it for the end of summer. I'll bring back in California for the same reason. It's just a really great summer coral blush, so pretty. Those 2 from Urban Decay are definitely fall type blushes. This one from LA Girl, I don't know. I remember not loving this. Why did I keep it then if I don't love it? Let's try it again. It's not like weird looking. This is called Just Rosy. So I'll bring that one in. That's 4. I feel like they're all very similar. Let's do something different. Actually, let's bring in Live Pink from Rimmel. But then I want one more. I want like either a cooler tone or like a purpley one. Maybe that one. That would be a good option. Ours are all the same. Yeah, let's do this one. This is Bang Bang You're Dead from Revolution. From Makeup Revolution. And this is like a cool toned, like lilac-y pink. Very different from the rest of the stuff I pulled. Okay, bronzer and contour. So I put back my cream contour, so I need one of those. I'm just going to do Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. It's just so easy to use, like no fuss. These 2, there's a little bit more fussiness with those. And then bronzer. Let's do Hoola again, just because I feel like out of all my bronzers, this one kind of applies just the easiest. So let's do that, and maybe also the Glam Bronze from L'Oreal, just because it's kind of like end of summer. Still want to get the last kind of bits of glowiness out of my makeup, you know what I'm saying? So we'll do that. So this is all my powders. I already told you how I brought in the Coty Airspun. I feel like that's good enough because I have so many makeup like use up things right now. So I'm just gonna not take anything out of this drawer. And I did it again. I always forget to check this first. This is my new stuff, which there's not a lot in here right now. But there are a couple things. There's the 2 Wet n Wild eyeshadows that I didn't bring in from last time. So I'm gonna bring those. And then I also just bought this from Rimmel. It's the Maxi Blush, and it's in the shade Third Base. I never understood those analogies, by the way. Like, I don't know what any base means. This is actually very light. You know what? I'm gonna leave this in for next time. I feel like it's not enough for my complexion right now. So we'll leave this one in, but I brought in the Wet n Wild eyeshadows. Okay, for eyeshadow palette, so I only kept 2 palettes, and then I did bring in a ton of singles and like mini palettes. So I think probably 4 would be a good number. Let's do this one. This is the BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes. I don't use this as much as my other BH palettes, so I just want to give it a little bit of a try. I have used it in the past and I've liked it, but definitely nowhere near as much as I use anything else from BH. I like this one. I haven't used the Chocolate Bonbons palette in quite a long time. So let's do that because it's just a good one for work, especially because I'm taking out the other Too Faced palette. Also, yeah, let's do the Clara Cosmetics Desert Rose palette. I haven't used this in a long time, and I think those are nice tones going into the end of August. And I really want to do my ColourPop and Makeup Geek and like just all my single shadows because there's a lot of nice color in there too. And then one more. Oh, by the way, I cannot remember if I had this in my last Shop My Stash and I took it out, or if it was the one before. Because the other day when I was doing my eyeshadow palette collection video, I felt like I had taken it out of my drawers to like show it, but then I couldn't remember. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to bring this in because I really want to start play with these greens, especially because I pulled a couple single shadows that I think will look really good with those. And then I can also use like these tones or these tones by themselves, like in combination. I think that'll be a really good one. And I kind of want to pull this too, just because I've been talking about it a lot lately. But I have a feeling that when I pull this, I'm only going to use these 3 shadows anyway. So I pulled so many singles. You know, I'm going to leave this for the next time. I think 4 is what I'm just going to have to stick to for now. So here's all my liquid lipsticks. I didn't keep too much this time around, so I can pull in a couple things. I want to do the ColourPop Ultra Satin in Little Stitches. It's one of my favorites. And then also Chandelier. I haven't used this in a long time, and it's very kind of peachy. Oh geez, I don't know how bad the lighting is right here. This is like getting to be dark outside now, so this is taking a while to film. Anyway, but I'm gonna pull those in. Also the Jouer one in Melon. I haven't used this really since I talked about it in my products I decluttered but then regretted, so I brought it back. And I have here Bare Minerals, Kat Von D, Milani. How about this one from Milani? I haven't used this really much at all since I bought it. This is in the shade Loved, and it's a little bit of a deeper nude, so we'll do that one. I'm going to grab this melting pout from CoverGirl. I just used the other one and I really love these, so I'm going to grab for that one. That one is in the shade Evangelical. And I'm going to grab for a more colorful one from Wet n Wild this time around, this fuchsia one in Nice to Fuchsia. This is a little messy just because I have some empties back there. I'm going to grab for this Too Faced one. I had it in a couple rotations ago, but I really love it. It's Pout About It. The Anastasia ones, I've used these recently, so I think I'm going to leave them. This Bare Minerals in Strip, this Bare Minerals in the shade Strip, again, just like an everyday nude, but I don't use it as much as I probably should, so I'm going to bring that in. We'll do Drunk Dial from Too Faced, just because I've used other fuchsias more recently, but not that one. And then also this one from Pretty Vulgar. This is in the shade, what's it called again? Bury Them With a Smile in the shade Prim and Proper. I don't know how well you can see that. Again, sorry about the lighting situation, but I cannot pull in any more nudes. I just put those in the drawer and it's like max to capacity. So the only thing I can pull for now are like more brighter colors, which I am gonna grab. I was thinking the other day how I haven't been using these YSL ones a lot. This one is in the shade number 6, which is like a deeper pink. And then even this one, I wouldn't consider this nude. This is more like an orangey mid-tone. It's not really a nude. Orangey, I don't know, it's not really orange, but it's kind of hard to describe. Yeah, there you go. So it's a little bit deeper. I don't know, maybe that's too similar. Maybe I'll grab that next time, but definitely this one is a little bit deeper. I just got so excited because I thought this was lost. It was here the whole time. I don't know why I didn't know that, but this is the Wet n Wild Pout About It lip liner in Never Petal Down, which I talked about and how I love these, but I couldn't find it. Okay, also I'm gonna grab this Urban Decay in Love Drunk, which is a red, and I kind of want to grab for that NARS, but I know I don't wear red that much and it's gonna be too much red for me. It's gonna be overwhelming, so I'm not gonna grab for that. And then other lip liners, like, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I will grab for this one. This is from Sephora collection. This is called Bellflower, and the reason that I like this is because it's this cool tone violet, and this works really well with ColourPop Little Stitches. So since I grabbed that one, I'll grab this as well, but that's good for lip liner. So as you can see, all the foundations are there again. I've gone back to organizing my liquid lipsticks by putting all the nudes into one drawer, which I still don't know if this is the best way to do it, but it's better than what I was doing before. And then everything here is brights, and then once I use it at least once, it moves down to this drawer. That way at least I know that I used it. And I can still use it out of that drawer, but at least then I know, okay, I used this. So here's how the blush and highlighter looks. I know it always looks full, but there's something about blush and highlighter where it's like I can just move through all of these and I'll use them all multiple times. So yeah, it's a good amount for me. Okay, this time around I'm doing things quite differently. So I have concealer, face powder. This is my Shade and Light palette back here, and then I have all my primers. Over here now, I'm gonna have bronzer and contour just in this one section. There's not much of it, so it all fits. And then here is now my single eyeshadows, because I've pulled so much eyeshadow that it's way too squished in the eyeshadow drawer. So this is just gonna be the singles over on this side. And then over here, as you can see, there's a lot of palettes. So I just wanted that drawer to just be palettes, and that way I can actually like move them around a little bit easier. All right, so that is it for my Shop My Stash this time around. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. I do these every 2 to 3 weeks, and of course lots of other videos. I've been uploading between 5 and 6 videos a week to give you guys lots of content. I hope you're having a great day. I will see you in my next video. Bye.